because Dana White just went on Instagram. They're telling me in my ear, and he just announced that you are the main event of. Let's dance, my friend. Let's dance. Yeah. He is the champion of the world, UFC 320. Yeah! There he is. Yes, that's the Marab we know. Yes, yes, look at this guy. The pride of Georgia. The pride of Tbilisi. The pride of the bantamweight division. December 6th, UFC 323. T-Mobile Arena. Main event. 4 times.
What's up, everybody? I'm back, man. It's Tuesday. Let's go, man. So fresh off the fights from this weekend, and we have a lot of answers to get, or a lot of questions to get answered. Sorry. A lot of questions to get answered. So Dana White just came out and announced 323 in December. The main event, the champion, defending champion, the machine, Merab Dvalishvili is going to take on number 2, Petr Yan. It's a rematch. I believe Merab broke the record against Petr Yan. I think he had like 50 takedown attempts against Petr Yan. Petr Yan has worked his way back up. I like Petr Yan. He's a really good fighter. He's got great boxing, great Muay Thai. But we're going to see if he can keep the takedowns off against Merab. Allegedly, he was hurt. Couldn't use his right hand. But that's every fighter, though. That's every fight. Every fighter that ever fights at the high level, you're going to be injured going in. So you either suck it up or just shut the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, we don't really care. You know, the outcomes is the outcome, and that's it. You know, the whole thing between Alex and Kalaev, the first round, everybody knew fucking Alex Pereira was hurt. Right? Nobody said anything about it until the rematch was made. Then Alex was telling about how he was hurt, he was this and that, and then he goes out and destroys Ankalaev. Bro, everybody's hurt with something all the time. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. The nature of this game is that you're always going to be hurt. If you're not hurt, you're not training hard enough during training camp. You just aren't. So, 323 gets made. Merab gets his wish. He's going to be able to have the opportunity to defend the title for a 4th time in a calendar year against Petr Yan. He's a former world champion himself, Petr Yan. And then the co-main event is Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van is ranked number 1 after the big win over Royval. Wow, man, that's going to be a great great co-main event because Pantoja, if he can get through Joshua Van, it's probably going to be him and Merab for a super fight for the 135 title, for the bantamweight title, for Merab's title. Merab cannot make 125, so I think Pantoja, they'll give him a load of money, go up, make a super fight against Merab. If he falls short, he still goes back down. So, and he's still the champ. So that would be a great fight. But in the feature fight is Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. Taira coming off the loss against Royval. Moreno coming off the win off of Urseg in Mexico City. Brandon Moreno right now is ranked number 2. Tatsuro Taira is ranked number 5. This is a great fight to put on this event right now because it's all flyweights and bantamweights right here. The top 3 fights. So that's going to be a great fight. I would pick Moreno to win. I think he can beat Tatsuro Taira. That's going to be a great fight. That's a good fight for Moreno. It's something to keep him busy. I know he wanted the title shot next, but hey, as long as Pantoja holds the title, it's going to be hard for Moreno and a lot of the other guys to get another shot at him because he's already ran through the division. He's beat Moreno 3 times. I think 1 was on the Ultimate Fighter, and then 2 legit times that he's beat him. So if he can beat Tatsuro Taira, and if Pantoja beats Josh Van, I honestly think that Brandon Moreno is the only person that can beat Pantoja in this division. It's not just my Mexican bias. I just think that he has all the tools that can beat Pantoja. The last fight, he could have beat him, and he just gave up too many takedowns and too much control to Pantoja. But I think Brandon Moreno finally has figured out the way to beat Pantoja. But we got to see what happens with Pantoja versus Joshua Van. Joshua Van is explosive. He's got good boxing. But Pantoja is the man, dude. He's the man for a reason. I think Pantoja will be able to take him down, drag him into the late rounds, the nasty waters. And I think Pantoja wins by finish, 3rd, 4th round. Once he gets Joshua Van just worn out, takes him down, and just gets a submission win. Either submission or TKO win late rounds. 4-5, 3-4, somewhere around there. But Moreno being on the undercard, that's a great fight for him. For Tatsiro Taira, that's a great fight. And then also on the undercard, Payton Talbot versus ranked number 10, Henry Cejudo at bantamweight. That came out of nowhere. Honestly, that came out of nowhere. Henry Cejudo coming off the debacle with Jensen Young over the eye pokes. And then Payton Talbot he won his last fight, but he got his ass beat by Raoni, the Brazilian guy. Raoni, I can't remember his name. Raoni Silva, Raoni something. But Raoni Silva's not going to get a top 10 right now. Payton Talbot just got beat by him, ran through by Raoni. And then he wins another fight, and now he's getting Henry Cejudo at number 10. Like, Henry Cejudo better show some type of balls, some type of Mexican balls, bro. Get this guy out of there. He does not deserve to be in there with a top 10 guy like with Henry Cejudo. And I can talk my shit about Henry Cejudo, but he is a top 10 guy. And Payton Talbot getting Henry Cejudo. Cejudo needs to finish him within 2 rounds. Easily needs to finish him within 2 rounds. And then the fight after that is Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. This was initially slated for Qatar. Something happened. I'm not sure who pulled out or who got hurt or whatever. But they're moving it back to December 3/23 in Vegas. That's a good fight, man. I think Jan Blachowicz should win this fight easily. I mean, geez, Jan Blachowicz is the guy that's under the radar at light heavyweight. I mean, he took Alex Pereira 3 rounds. He took Ankalaev 3 rounds. Nobody can finish him. He's just a tough dude, man. He's a former world champion. I think if Jan Blachowicz can get Guskov out of there by a knockout or a submission, he just injects himself right into the top 3, back into the light heavyweight division. If he wins this, you can give him an Ankalaev rematch or Carlos Ulberg, because Carlos Ulberg couldn't finish him. So Carlos Ulberg couldn't finish him, Pereira couldn't finish him, Ankalaev couldn't finish him. And then we're all split decisions, I believe. So Jan Blachowicz is still sticking around, man. He's still a dog at 205. Let him beat Guskov, and then we'll see where he go from there. But that's a great fight. And then on the undercard, they have Royval versus Manel Kape. Man, what a banger that fight's going to be, because Royval always shows up. I thought he should have fought smarter against Josh Van. I thought if he could have fought Josh Van smarter, he could have got the victory, and he could have got it easily. But that just shows you the type of dog he is, man. He was ready to throw down with Joshua Van. Joshua Van obliged him. Joshua Van gets the win. Drops him late in the 3rd round and gets the victory. Manel Kape, he's banging on the door. He's been banging on the door, you know. But we'll see how he goes against Royval. That's UFC 323. Man, there was some good updates by Dana White today. I'm looking forward to it, man. December, it's the last December pay-per-view. As long as we're still on pay-per-view. And then they're going to have one more fight night, I believe, 2 weeks after, but no big names on there. So I think they're trying to hold everybody off until the Paramount Plus service starts. But that's not a bad card, man. 323. Finally, they gave him Rob the love that he deserves. He's going to headline a card. Pantoja on the undercard. Moreno as a feature fight. Payton Talbot, Henry Cejudo on the fight after that. And then Jan Blachowicz versus Guskov. That's not a bad main event or a main card at all. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of good fights coming up, man. That's still in December. The last pay-per-view of the year. Man, this one's going to have like I said, it's going to be more questions than we have answers. You know, Merab, if he can beat Piotr Jan, Pantoja, if he can beat Josh Van, I think it's a super fight in the making right there. Moreno, if he can knock out Tatsuro Taira, he's going to be knocking on the door of Pantoja again. So, like I said, man, Pantoja's had Moreno's number, but Moreno's the only guy I think that can beat Pantoja at flyweight right now. So, man, a lot of good fights, a lot of questions to be answered afterwards, but here we go. Oh, and thank you guys so much, man. I got on today, 100 subscribers. We hit it. I've only been on for a month and a half. I try my best to give you guys the best insights from my fighting career and my love for boxing. Thank you guys so much for getting me over 100. And 200 will be next. And it's going to be all pure, just the best content I can bring you guys. You know, from an insider, being in the ring, being in the cage. I bring you my best opinions. And I thank you guys so much for following and hitting the subscribe. It means a lot to me. And 200 is on the horizon next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for hitting the likes and the subscribes. That means the world to me. And we will keep going forward with the best content I can bring you. That's my wrap up for UFC 323. And I will see you guys on the next one. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.